Mr. Wells here, he's going to tell you something about something that all of us need. I mean, he's done the research on it, and he's going to give you an example. He's not just going to talk to you. He's going to give you some example. Mr. Wells, tell us about yourself. How did you get involved in a
Solar
product
energy.
like this?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Brown, and thank you, Mr. Wesley, for saying those very kind words. I felt that it was important to get into renewable energy because out there in mainstream, there's lots of people that are involved in renewable energies, from panels to solar to wind to wave. But what I didn't see was I did not see a large swath of individuals from underserved communities. So that inspired me to start a company last year called Power Lives. And Power Lives, just like the name implies, it allows you to be able to leverage renewable energy. But we have a triple bottom line: energy security, workforce development, and wealth creation. Energy security in the context of we're always going to have the sun. The day the sun doesn't shine, we have a lot of other problems, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
So that's one thing, and we know that God created the sun, right?
And nobody can harness it.
That's exactly right.
See, that,
Exclusively.
Yeah, exclusively. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
No one can control it, no matter how much money you had.
That's exactly
Doesn't
right.
make any difference.
Exactly. So then the second part of that is what I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to expose underserved communities around workforce development opportunities in the renewable energy space. I say that solar energy is simple. If you can put a battery in a flashlight, you can create solar energy and power any kind of device, very simply. And then the third part was I wanted to not only demystify it, but I also wanted to show here's how you can get into the business. Here are ways for you to generate income. It's one thing to create a job. It's something entirely different to create wealth, generational wealth.
Right.
And so the idea there is being able to do that. And that's what Power Lives is really about. You know, renewable energy, solar, and being able to create workforce development, and then also being able to show people how they can get involved in the business.
Well, this will have a world impact.
Yes.
You know, I mean, this is something that third world nations all over the world that they really need. And what I like about it is natural.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's something that every third world country has.
Exactly.
And that's the sun.
Right. This is the solar panel. This is what I call power on demand. And the idea here is you're able to create power, generate power with a panel with this device. And so what I'm holding right here is something called the E-Hub. As you can see, it's a little bit larger than a Kleenex box.
Right.
It hangs on the wall. But what it does in practice is quite phenomenal. I can literally place this here and create high intensity light, okay? And I can, in addition to that, I can also, these two USB device ports right here, I can plug in
Your cell phone, huh?
my cell phone. I can plug in a cell phone, a smartphone, an iPad, and I can charge up to 8 devices on these 2 ports. And so when you start thinking about the ability to be able to harness energy via the solar panel in this energy hub device, and then being able to charge your cell phone or any kind of USB powered device. About a month and a half ago, I was at a conference in the Caribbean. They're heading into hurricane season, and I showed them 3 specific examples: residential, public safety, and medical. Medical, I showed them how you could have a USB powered.
That's so important.
It's very important, and it's also, in terms of grid electricity, it's critical. I showed them how you could literally power a refrigerator for medicines, or any kind of blood pressure cups, or in the case of a disaster. I also showed them for residential, a flashlight, a radio, a communication device, and then for public safety, for example, like in Nepal, right now they're struggling with the infrastructure that was disrupted by the earthquake. The sun is still shining there. But now I can bring this energy hub device there to allow them to be able to power their devices so they can communicate around the disasters.
Because in the medical field, I'm a research chemist. In the medical field, the instrumentation is so important.
Critical.
Exactly.
And if you don't, it doesn't make any difference of what kind of result you get from it if it's not functioning.
That's correct. That's
It
correct.
doesn't mean anything.
That's correct.
And having this in areas like that where they have the earthquake, or basically here, right here in the United States.
Exactly.
Hey, what are we going through? We're going through those tornadoes.
Exactly.
When a tornado hits,
Exactly.
where do you get the energy from?
Right.
See, that's something
That's a key component.
That's a key, and you need that to do the medical research
Exactly.
on anything, any disaster that you.
Energy hub. This energy hub right here provides power for any type USB device. It provides high intensity LED bulbs in terms of lighting for multiple rooms. I'm going to turn them on very quickly here. You have that. And what I'll do is I'll turn the ambient light off just to give you a flavor for how powerful those bulbs are. In addition to that, the bulbs are also, this device is charged with this solar panel right here, contained in this case. And the system comes like that. So you have a case, you have a solar panel, which is about 15 inches, a little bit larger than maybe a 15-inch laptop. It's very portable, very lightweight.